You are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair on RLM Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit!
Get the point? Good.
And now?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?
Get it up. Get it up. I can't wait anymore.
I like to watch.
Whatever you desire. I know you like it. Do it.
We do it all night long.
And now, your host, Grammy.
Okay, I got one question for y'all, just real quick. Who is this Ben? And why is he always going, wah, when he dovers? Okay, maybe I got a lot more questions for you. And you're probably sitting there going, what the fudge? Oh, guess what? It is a WHACK-A-DOODLE Wednesday out here in Grammyland, and you are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com. Channel 3, also on the RLMradio.xyz site, and lots of other RLM sites, and even on the RLM Spreaker channel, because, yeah, I'm kind of coordinated today. God only knows. So, excuse me, hiccup. Okay, I might be coordinated, but I still got the hiccups. Go for it. Okay. Hey, wow, I see lots and lots of people here, and whew, I may have to turn my chair just a skosh, because that fan feels really good. It's hot out here. Or is it me? No, it's not just flashing. It is hot out here. Like 97. Which is cooler than yesterday. Yesterday was 104, but the real feel was 122. So, damn, yeah. It's not quite hell, but it's pretty darn close. Okay, over here on Twitter, thank you ever so much, Barman and Jabberwocky, for retweeting me over here. I really do appreciate you guys. He's just so awesome. And I also see that the Freedoms Network one tweeted me as well. And now that I've checked that and seen that I have lost some more stalkers, damn, I have fallen below the 350 mark. Am I the only person here that goes, shit, I'm doing good, I'm losing them? Because, you know, if I'm not pissing people off, I ain't doing my job. Either pissing people off or making them laugh at the absurdity of it all. Okay, let's see. Over here on Fakeybook, I see Darwin. I see New. Hi, New. And I also see the lovely Mary B is here. How are you guys doing this? Oh, and Weeda is here as well. Hi, Weeda. Wild woman Weeda. Wild woman Weeda grew wild on the farm. She's a wild woman, but she's lots of fun too. And don't you piss her off, she will rip you a new one. I seen her do it, so just letting you know. Okay, over here on this effing site, thank you ever so much, Grimmy, for posting that over here on the effing site. I see that Estrella's been loitering over here again, and yes, Estrella, you just keep posting, girlfriend. I also see Bob Renner's been over here, and so has Java Doctor, so wee! All kind of fun people over here. And I loved that show. Rob and Flasher and Larry Woods and whoever else played along. That was an awesome show on Monday, what I got to listen to at least. I really enjoyed it. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? Corner Pocket. Corner Pocket! Yeah, I am. I'm saying I'm hot, but it just comes in flashes. Oh, that just sounded really wrong, seeing as how I do a show with Flash. Ew! Oh, you like large posteriors and you cannot prevaricate. Well, honey, mine's not that large. I don't have, you know, when I'm backing up, you don't hear this beep, 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 beep. Oh, God. Why did I go there? Thank you, Sock. I also see that JJ's is over here. Hey there, JJ's. How you doing? Prevaricate is to, yeah, not quite tell the truth. It's It's just a little bitty fib, but you know what people don't realize is even little bitty fibs are still lies. Yeah. There's lots and lots of other people that are logged in over here in the corner pocket, but right now the only ones I'm really seeing doing anything is Hi Fluker and JJ's and me and Sock. And hey, how you guys doing? Now, if you want to give me static, because I pay attention to the corner pocket, kind of, sort of, maybe, and okay, I pay attention kind of, sort of, maybe to all kind of things. No, Flash does not make me hot unless it's under the collar. No, no. Is it hot in here? Is it me? Why do I feel ice cold sweat run down my knee? How do you have ice cold sweat run down the... It has to go down the back, right? That's a trickle down theory in action right there. So, okay, let me see. I gotta check. I'll bet you, seeing as how this is... Let me try it. La, la. Because, yeah. Take you to the other side, honey. Oh, damn! Temperature went down. It's only 90.9 degrees now. Yeah. And the Thunder Boomers are building off to the west. I seen it. Seen it. Yeah, I know. The truth comes out. Yeah, well, you know, thank God you spelled it with an O. Oh my, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? It has been one of those weeks. It really has. And I've talk about emotional mood things just going, be honest. Okay, I don't really care for Jewy, but gooey can be fun. It's the nose. Circles. Help. What is that, Gooberzilla? I gotta see what this shit is. Oh, back in a flash, Earthlings. Sweet. Ted 2, huh? I haven't seen Ted 1. Thing 2 and Thing 1. Thing 1 and Thing 2. They will do anything, anything, anything under the sun. Oh, no, I'm not a thing. I better get to it, huh? Hey, barman, rescue me, honey. I'm off and on a tangent. Thunder Boomers, and I know. Come to Florida. I know y'all have boomers down there. You guys have them big ass Thunder Boomers come in off the ocean and they go kawoom. You know, people have to board up their windows and shit. We don't get that much warning out here. It's like, hey, guess what? There's a thunderstorm. Oh, guess what? There's a tornado. Oh, hey. Look at that purdy. Oh, shit. It's a tornado. And I'm one of them dumb ones. I stand out there and I watch it. And I usually have my iPad in my hand and I'm checking the radar as I'm watching the skies. And it's like, you know, Grams, you're getting older. You can't run for the basement that fast. I mean, I could run for the basement, but by the time I got down the stairs, I'd have a lot of bruises. I'd probably have a broken iPad too, but oh well. Let's see. Hi, barman. I'm going to change my name to Sidetracked. That's just all there is to it. Hi, Grammy. How you doing, sweetie? Thank you ever so much for sharing me all over the place. Wow, that sounded kind of pervy, too. The Earth has is that like an 8-degree tilt? More than 23.5 degree seasonal norm. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, boomers are us. Boomer. Kaboom. Yeah, we get Thunder Boomers. We get them to where they rock the windows too, but, you know, I need new windows. They do some snap crackly popping out here. That's for darn sure. And they come in off of that Rocky Mountain High, so maybe they're just kind of going, oh. What's that? Spain now has heat waves like North Africa. Yeah. Oh, hey, and the Inuits up on the Arctic Circle have noticed that the sun is in the wrong position and the winds have changed up there. I've seen interviews. It's not cool, really. Or maybe it is cool. I don't, Mother Earth's going to do what Mother Earth wants to do. It's not like there's a damn thing any of us can do to stop her, Because even if we do the whole kaboomer kind of stuff, Mother Earth will more than likely still be here. And we'll be gone. But she'll recover. And, yeah. She'll find something else that, won't make plastic. Probably. Oh, well. Moosey! Hey, Moosey. Hey, did you have fun over the weekend, sweetie? I did for a while. I got a lot of mowing done. It doesn't look like a jungle at my place anymore. That's a good thing. And I got a lot of gardening done too, so that's a good thing as well. Because I needed to be outside, I needed to be busy, I needed to, yeah. Long story. Get to it, maybe. Hi, Kate. How are you doing, sweetie? How's things in the great state of Texas? I also see Asmo is logged into the chat, although he's not loitering. What the hell? What's the deal, Asmo? Are you too good for us? Or are you just like sleeping or something? Oh, you're a Windows specialist? And a home camera security pro too? Oh. So if you're a Windows specialist, does that mean you're very good at peeking in Windows? And using that camera to take home movies? Oh. Oh my. Wow. I think I'm in Rebel Rorge. Moving along. Hi, Betsy. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're having an amazing day. And I see Chalcedony is in the chat. Got that O going on just for me. Thank you, Chalcedony. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Also see the lovely Chloe is in the chat, as well as yours truly on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. Doesn't look like it. Oh, hey. Okay, now you're freaking creeping me out. I had to do the little slide thing over my window or over my camera. It's like, ye pervy. Beto! I see you. Oh, wow. Did I blast everybody's ears out? Sorry. Not. IB Don C. Hi, IB Don C. How you doing? And looky there. Java Doctor 2. I'm not saying that word yet. Not yet. I might say it soon, but not yet. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. Java. JJ's. Hi, JJ's. How you doing, sweetie? Thank you for playing Tunage. I did not get to listen today, because although I did see a few titles, but yeah, it's just been, it's been whacked. Hi, North Force. I see that you are exercising your muscles outside because the wind is out of the north. Thank you. Why the hell is it a hot wind if it's coming out of the north? It's supposed to be a cooler wind. Although, yeah, wait a minute. It did drop the temperature 7 degrees. Never mind. Okay. I also see RLM Fluke is here, who is the Vanna White of the cybernetic world. Don't you know? Thank you, Fluke, for all you do. Rob Works is here, firing up the bubbler. Thank you, Rob. And once again, awesome job on Monday with you and Flasher and Larry Woods. That really was very fascinating. And I have a friend out here that I'm going to make him listen to that because he's into electronic kind of stuff, and I think he will find that extremely fascinating. Him and James, I'll make both of them listen. Because James is supposed to be coming over later on today as well, and changing out the pressure tank and putting up a security light outside so I can catch Sock Puppet when he's sneaking up to inspect my windows. I trust no one. How come you're not trusting today? You should be very trusting today. 'Cause I said, that's why. Beetle! I see Beetle again. I see London. I see France. Hey, BTC Bob is in the house, as well as Dimma. Hi, Dimma, who's brighter than most of y'all think. I also see Flashteroid, which I wonder if that's burning piles. I'll have to ask him. Hi, Frumpy. How you doing, honey? I am actually frumpy today. I got home in good enough time. Actually, it was freaking warm enough that I went, okay, hell with this shit. So I got some short shorts on, and I got one of my Sturgis sleeveless shirts on today, just to kind of cool off a wee bit. So I'm frumpy in it today on the radio. Not that y'all get to see, because, you know, and Grammy, I did see that, and, yeah, if I did video, y'all would really just, wow. Because I'm doing the whole Italian woman thing. My hands are always moving, and I'm always looking around because either my cats are doing something dorkular or I don't know. I get easily distracted. So, yeah, you ain't, I know you ain't expecting. Oh, Kid Rock is running for Senate. Oh, my Lord. Now, that would be funny. That would be... See, the only thing that would top that is Jesse Ventura being the POTUS. That would be cool. Because then, you know, if any foreign leader were to, like, piss him off, he could just body slam him. That would be cool. Hi, Gooberzilla. How are you doing, sweetheart? I also see Jehovah One, who's going to be smiting some people out here this evening. I actually saw the storm clouds building up to the east of me earlier today, so I think most of it's going to be east. But yeah, there's some shit building out in Colorado, too. Juana Taco's here. I haven't decided what I want to do for supper yet, but I'll keep that on the back burner, Juana. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I put my hair in a ponytail because it was so freaking hot today. But it's starting to get to the point where I just have to take the ponytail out. Oi. Okay. Oh, that feels better. Just loosen it up one twisty. Hi, Kozu. You know what? I actually thought about looking for my Kozu, and then I looked at something else and went, oh, hey, squirrel. Hi, Mary B. How are you doing, sweetheart? How is the weather down under? I hope it's not as chilly as it is warm up here. True, Gooberzilla, I would trust Kid Rock or Jesse Ventura a hell of a lot more than I trust the douchebags that are already there. But, because I don't trust Trumpelstiltskin one damn bit either. He's a freaking highfalutin businessman that's gone bankrupt umpteen gazillion times, and he just gives me the creepers. Just, ugh. But I do like his wife, and I know Flash gives me shit about it, but I don't care. I like his wife. She dresses a hell of a lot better than the last one. Nelson Dubois. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for the facial exercise. I need to do that more often. Chin's starting to get a little moving along. Hi, Phantom Link 29. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a splendiferous Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday, and thank you once again for that little intro that you did up for me. I also see Pon sauces in the room, as well as the lovely Rain, who's going to be falling from the sky later, just to make things a little more muggy out here, as if it's not muggy enough already. Sock Puppet, who's the one that brought up Ben. Are you friends with Ben? You know those clacker thingies? Oh my God, I had lots and lots of clackers when I was in school, and we brought our clackers to school the last day of school. Everybody brought, and we had clacker wars, and the teachers, every time we'd have a clacker war, they'd take them away from us. Little did they know that we'd go back to our lockers and had a stash. Yeah, I think I lost like 5 sets of clackers in one day. Oh well. Oh, the weather is great. Yay! That is so awesome, Mary B. Very mild winter. You know what? We had a pretty mild winter here as well. I mean, we had a few cold days, but for the most part, it was pretty mild. And then we had a fucking blizzard the end of April, beginning of May. Oh, okay. Distracted much? You little bastard. Don't give me that shit. Come on. Come on. Don't give me... Wait a minute. There. See? Stubborn little duck. I got me a ducky over in the corner pocket. That's why I pay attention over there. Okay, back to... What was I doing? I know a couple of Bens. No. One of them used to be a county mountie. Oh, wow, that sounds bad too. Oh, well. Moving along. Stats Bob is here. Hey, I don't have Bob triplets. I just have Bob twins. What the hell? What'd you guys do? Do away with the other Bob? Ah, you sneaky bastards. And finally, to round out the crew, the one, the only, the Vil E underscore, or Vil, whatever. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I got it, didn't I? Ha, ha. I got the duck in the corner pocket. Hotty, hotty, ha, ha. I'm in a cool... Oh, thanks, Fluke. Poo-poo head. Fluke is so fluky. Okay, let me look and see. I gotta make sure I don't have any notifications real quick. Hello again, Estrella. You just had to share it. What's that? Oh, U.S. transition into North American Union. Oh, hell, that's been going on for years. Okay. Now, back to... What the hell was I going to do? Blind sled dog racer who hopes to unseat Greg Walden drops out of the race. Aw, man. I would think that would be rather awkward being a blind sled dog racer because, you know, if those doggies go along and there's plenty of clearance for the doggies under the tree, but there's not plenty of clearance for you, that would be a real quick unseating off of the sled, don't you think? It would be, you know, hey, nice try, but I couldn't see that happening. Sorry, honey. Okay. I am going to go. Oh, first thing I want to do. Sock, bless your heart. Thank you for sending me all those links. I haven't really researched them because I've been kind of sort of busy with other things. But I did remember, you know, you were asking about different kinds of soaps and homemades and naturals and just the ones that I have here at the house. Now, the one that I use to make body wash with, I mean, it's classified as a soap already, but I make body wash out of it. It is Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Hemp Tea Tree Pure Castile Soap, made with organic oils, and the ingredients are water, organic coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, which... What is potassium hydroxide? That's the one thing that makes me go, oh? I mean, I didn't see that when I purchased it, but... Oh, well. Potassium hydroxide. Then it's also got organic palm kernel oil, organic olive oil, tea tree extract, organic hemp oil, organic jojoba oil, citric acid, and tocopherol. Tocopherol. Let's see. Oh! Oh, the potassium hydroxide is, it says none remains after saponifying oil with soap and glycerin. Okay. Okay. And it's in a 100% post-consumer recycled plastic bottle. So, But I use this to make my body wash, and you can make shampoo and all that other fun stuff. And yeah, I will do that for a show, Sock. But while I was thinking about it, and well, I had to go to the bathroom before the show. So, I saw this in there and I went, oh, hey, Sock said something about that. So it's a magic soap. It's magic. Fuck you. What is that, Graham? Yeah, that's the second F-bomb, by the way. Okay, in Chicago and Cincinnati, you might lace up your gym shoes. Yeah. Sneakers and tennis shoes. Oh, is that what they... Oh, and Hawaii just says shoes. Okay. Y'all are weird. Sneakers? How do you sneak up on someone? Those darn things squeak. I don't know why they call them tennis shoes, because I don't play tennis anymore because I hurt myself trying to jump the net. Okay, no, really I didn't, but it sounded good in my head. Okay, I have that one, and then I have one for those of you from the WT days. If you remember Desert Brat over on WT, I'm also friends with her over on Fakeybook, but I haven't chitty-chatted. I also have her phone number. I need to call that girl one of these days. But I purchased Simply Natural Organic Face and Body Scrub, which, oh my Lord, it smells absolutely fruitalicious amazing. And, when you do your scrub-a-dub-dub with it, I mean, it's eatable too. Although I don't suggest it unless you want to kind of like pumice your teeth. But in any case, the active ingredients in it is aloe vera oil. It is an antiseptic agent, and it eliminates infection and relieves pain. Jojoba oil. It's highly penetrating, resembles natural sebum. Is that what that is? Rejuvenates damaged skin and promotes new cell growth. Has grapeseed oil in it, and grapeseed oil is the carrier oil and carries all other oils deep into the tissue. It is also topical vessel dilator and anti-inflammatory. And it's a terrific source of antioxidants. And then the other stuff is so small that even with my cheaters, I can't. What? I know I see salt. I see vitamin E. I can't read that. Too darn small. But simplynaturalorganic.com is, I think you can still go there. And she also has her phone number on here. But I love this stuff. It's amazing for a face scrub. Like when I'm taking a shower, I will put this all over my face and then wash my hair and do the rest of the scrub-a-dub or shaving or whatever the heck you do in the shower. Oh, this is also orange citrus. Maybe that's the other thing that I can't read because it's blurred because it's wet. In any case, and then after I have rinsed my hair out, and then I rinse my face off. That way those oils can get in, and my face is this smooth. It's not quite as smooth as a baby's bottom, but, I have a lot of smile lines, so it's still smooth. But Brat makes this, and it's amazing stuff. It really is. If for no other reason, because I'm down to about I got about an inch left in that jar. So I probably ought to get a hold of her and get another one ordered. I hate to run out on that shit, don't you know? Dun, dun. Let's see. No, I'm not covering soaps tonight, honey, but I just wanted to... These are two that I have here at the house that I'm using right now. And so I thought, I would just kind of let you guys know that, yeah, I'm not just blowing smoke, although if I'm blowing smoke up your ass, I will tell you, okay, I'm blowing smoke up your ass now. But... these are two that I use regularly. I also have another one that's got bergamot oil in it. So, but those are just my personal stash or personal supply of body cleansing things, if you will. So let's go check out the pocket, shall we? See what all I threw in there. Oh, okay. I don't remember where I saw this, but I saw it earlier today and I thought, wow, that is just cool as hell. And I may just have to put it to the test if for no other reason than to go, hey, it really does work. It's from cleverly.me. First electricity-free AC developed from recycled bottles. And I'm trying to pull up the original, but my internet out here is kind of hinky today. So, in a lot of places around the world, people don't have access to some of the luxuries that we take for granted. And trust me, there's a lot of shit out there that we take for granted. And I don't mean just me and the mouse in my pocket. I think everyone takes something for, at least one thing for granted. Don't do that, because once you get to taking something for granted, odds are that's when it starts disappearing. So, some of the things we take for granted are electricity, internet, running water, or even regular supplies of food and clean water. Add to that the unbearable heat of summer temperatures in places like India, and half of the population is out of commission for most of the afternoon. But their situation is not without hope. More than 28,000 people live in a tiny area called Dalatya in Bangladesh, and they are cramped in small huts with no running water, and temperatures outside and inside can raise above 113 degrees, which is like what the temperatures get to out here, but we're not quite as muggy as I'm sure they are. So something had to be done, so that they've come up with the first electricity-free air conditioning. Now, those of you that understand this technical stuff, if you would please, in the chat after I read this, just say, I call bullshit. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and share this over there so you guys, because it finally brought up the soap can. Uh-oh. Let's see. Grammy, you beat him? I don't know. I've been called a shitbird a time or two. I don't know about a butt face. So, okay, yeah, I have brothers. Yeah, I've been called a butt head and butt face. Yeah. Siblings, they're so loving. In any case, back to this article. So this is it's made of one piece of sturdy cardboard and a series of recycled plastic bottles. The bottles and the necks of the bottles are cut away and then stuck in a series of cut holes into the board, which I'm thinking, wait a minute here. I thought all you did was just cut the bottoms off, or that's the way it looks to me, looking at the images. So once all the bottles are in place, the board is placed in front of a door or window, and the cooling effects are immediate, because the hot air enters the bottles from the outside and then sends cooler air out of the thinner neck. The principle is similar to the effect when you exhale into your hand with your open mouth or pursed lips. You feel the difference for yourself, which, okay, no, I'm not going to do that because somebody will think I'm breathing heavy. So, this simple solution can cool an indoor space by more than 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a relief for people who experience extreme temperatures day in and day out. And yeah, 10 degrees can make a big difference. So countless villages have already started using the simplest air conditioning in the world. And there is a video attached to show you how it works. And not only does the system bring a breath of fresh air into the overheated huts, it's a great way of encouraging collecting old plastic bottles from the streets and recycling them, repurposing them. Ain't nothing wrong with repurposing things. You know, we have entirely too much of a disposable society, if you will. What? Oh, sexy soap? Really? Let me see. What is this sexy soap stuff you talking about? I have... Oh! I have seen some of those. You know, it's like dick on a rope. I've seen those. I may have lived a sheltered life, but it wasn't that sheltered. And I do have 2 kids. I mean, yeah. Okay. Oh, Lars, you are so naughty. Okay. Let me see. I got some notifications over here, so let me check them real fast. Hi, Bill. What did you have to say over on Darwin's post? Darwin was feeling rather ornery. Oh, now Darwin was letting everyone know over on Fakeybook that, and I'm just going to read this, and I quote, "Attention Facebook friends, I want to set the record straight. Neither myself or any of my close associates have ever colluded with any Russian government official in public or private meetings or email correspondence." Well, there was that one Russian mail-order bride thingy, but it didn't work out, and we couldn't agree on borscht, and that was a big mountain, too big for him to climb, which, Darwin, I can understand that. You know, sometimes borscht isn't just borscht. Sometimes it's borscht shit. Just saying. Oh, and I have silly friends. Ken just said he was invited to a psychic convention. Why? They already knew I wouldn't be there. Ba-dum bum bum. Good one, Ken. Smart ass. I love smart ass people. Right, I do. 'Cause I resemble them. 'Cause I am one. Kinda, sorta. So, okay. Do this and do this. There. See? Now I shared it everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, I saw this over on Twitter, and the link actually took me over to minds.com. It was posted by PSYOP on the 8th of January of this year. So let's take a peek at something that concerns everyone in the U.S. The following is a list of armaments that the American people possess. Okay, that's the ones that they're keeping track of. Or at least the numbers that they put out there that they know about. Just going to say that right off the bat. Don't. I will sign in later. Silly thing. So there are 116 million handguns, 108 million rifles, bolt-action, semi-auto, and full auto, 32 million submachine guns, 92 million shotguns, 3 million large caliber machine guns, including approximately 900 M134 miniguns, and 300,000 grenade launchers. Dude. Aside from the handguns, over 95% of that arsenal is in the hands of white people. We have more firepower than all of the standing armies on Earth combined. But it doesn't end there. We have enough materials to construct tens of millions of pipe bombs, satchel charges, and other improvised munitions, including car/truck bombs. It's not known how much ammunition we have to feed that vast arsenal, but estimates run into the trillions of rounds. Personally, I plow through at least 1,500 to 2,000 rounds every week. Holy crap, PSYOP. Damn. And I have approximately 70,000 rounds of various calibers on hand at any given time. And I know people who keep over 1 million rounds on hand at any given time. And what was it? Hansel was concerned, that when the maddening rush finally makes it out of the cities, which, I'm thinking that's not going to be nearly as easy because most of the people I know drive around on a half tank of gas or less. That's even people in small towns. Me personally, just because I know what goes on with, especially in the heat, you let your car get below half a tank and you can take out a fuel pump or all kind of stuff when it gets really, really hot. We see a lot of them that need to be replaced because, it gets so hot you don't have like a quarter tank of gas or less, and not good for the fuel system. Especially not with the fuel we got nowadays. In any case, so you look at most of these people have less than a half tank of gas. That's just for starters. Then if there's going to be a run on gas, there's going to be accidents, all kind of other fun shit. How many gas tanks are going to get blown up because of the melee that will ensue? And that's if you can even get to the fuel, because if the electricity goes out, there ain't no way you're going to be pumping that fuel. So, you really stop and you look at the logistics, even the logistics of the numbers that whoever they are, that put those numbers out there. You look at that and you start actually using a little bit of logic, a little bit of common sense, and you realize that it's usually if you are, let's say, more than 300 miles outside of any kind of major metropolitan area, you're doing pretty good. You should be kosher. I mean, you're going to have some people that will get to you, but if you have even a little bit of what this is talking about, because most of those people in the city just really, they know how to bully, they know how to badmouth, but when it comes to actually protecting their own, like we would be doing out here in the boonies, In any case, back to this article. So, as far as actual fighting white men/women who are aware of the threats we face from the left, the New World Order bankers, the traitorous elements in the U.S. government, we number somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 million. But our ranks are growing every day as more and more white people wake up to the fact that there is a plan in place and underway to exterminate us in our own homeland. This sinister, where is that at? This sinister plan will fail and everyone involved in it will be arrested or liquidated. Naturally, this will mean a Civil War 2.0, but it will be required in order to cleanse our country of the psychotic filth of the cultural Marxists, street gangs, and other malignant networks that have infested our beloved country. Then and only then can our nation begin to heal. And apparently there's a lovely little video that's attached to this, which I will not watch, because I don't like it when they start bringing all that other fun stuff. Oh, well, yeah, Grammy, there is that too. Oh, a magnitude 5.9? Wow, thanks, Beetle. Yoinks. See, I don't... that whole dear black people and white people, and... because, I'm sorry, we got people of every different variation of melanin in the skin living out here. And I know more people that are paler than, yeah. Well, they're not quite as pale as me, but they're pale in pigmentation, and they are bigger assholes, and just putting that out there as well. So, you know, you want to play that whole white and black thing. That don't wash with me. I take people face to face value. You know, their skin color don't mean shit. It's how they act and how they talk. And I did share a video earlier today in the RLM chat that I haven't found it on YouTube yet, but it was on Fakeybook, and it was a gentleman that had someone that told him to fuck off because of white privilege, simply because he had a nice car and he was paler. Didn't stay in the easy bake oven of life as long as the other gentleman. And by the time they were done chatting, conversing, comparing notes about childhood, all of that fun stuff, they wound up hugging. Because, you know, a lot of people just flat ass don't understand. They don't realize they've been fed a lie. And there's been a lot of lies out there. I'll start with, hey, I like that. Dear flying purple people eaters. He's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple wait a minute. I got a pervy mind, and it just went there. One-eyed, one-horned. Moving along. I'm going to share this over on this F1 site as well, just because I want y'all to see this shit. You know, Hansel says that there's going to be all of this death and destruction, which, okay, probably from his perspective or in his mind or how it may be his reality, maybe there will be a lot of death and destruction and all kind of other fun stuff. In my perspective, my reality, yeah, there will probably be an awful lot of craziness for a while there. When and if. If is getting bigger than when right about now, but I really don't see the maddening hordes making it too far out of the major metropolitan areas, simply because A, if the electricity goes out, they're going to have a hard time fueling up. B, if they are fueled up, the roads are going to be clogged, traffic jams deluxe, fights, all kind of shit. 3, once they get so far and they run out of gas, and if they try to walk to someone else's house who already knows that the shit has hit the fan, do you really think they're going to get farther than that? I mean, there's a lot of different variables. So sadly, a lot of people in major metropolitan areas I just don't see it being pretty. I do not. And that is kind of sad. But oh well, it is what it is. That lovely little fatalistic way of looking at things. Now wait a minute, that's not what I meant to share. Or did I just not click right? I shared something twice, and I did not mean to do that. Oopsie. There we go. Or maybe I just shared it once. Or maybe it just didn't share. Okay. Never mind. It's not wanting to. So, let's go ahead and close that. Now, this is one that I saw last week. And it might have been Saturday or Sunday. I'm not real sure. Let me see what the date is on this. If it has it up close where I can see. Or not. Don't see it. So, this is from mammovation.com. And, excuse me. Excuse me. How to find out if your doctor is beholden to Big Pharma. I know where I got this. Sadhya then shared it to me. That's where I got it. Oh, really? Huh. Grammy Lars says he's having trouble connecting to the RLM. That is odd. Very odd. Let me grab this one. Just a sec. See if I can get him connected here. Lars is pretty cool. Okay. See if that works, Lars. Okay. So, find out if your doctor is beholden to Big Pharma, which, wow, shameless hussies that they are. So, we all know when we see celebrities or athletes promoting a product on TV that they've been paid for their endorsement. You know, like Sarah Jessica Parker probably doesn't really use boxed hair dye. Yeah, I'm thinking the hair jobs that she gets. Oh, it's out of a box, but it's not what you can buy in Walmart or even at Walgreens. Or probably not, I don't know, maybe it's Sally's. Maybe it's Sally's. In any case, hello, yes, Lars. Is that one working? Oh, you just can't chat. Ah. Oh, okay. Well, darn it, hon. Lars was wanting to chat, but he can't get into the chat. Damn it. Damn it. Lars is a friend who is also from Kansas. Oh, Grimmy. You're so silly. Okay, let me try this one. Just a sec. I'm trying to help Lars get into the chat. Try that one, huh, Lars, okay? You should be able to just click in and just come up with whatever nickname you wish to. Shouldn't have a problem. And if that one doesn't let you... Okay. So, back to my beholden thing. Where was I? Okay, but we let that one slide because it's obvious that she's just paid spokesperson for the brand, which, yeah, Captain Obvious, unless you believe everything you see on TV or everything that you read on the internet. Because, you know, everything that's put out there is a perspective. Even what I put out there is my perspective. So, that's what big companies do. They pay out billions with the B of dollars to market their product. The more influential the person, the more sales that company is bound to see. This same marketing strategy is used with more than just fast food and beauty products. It's used with big pharma too. The big difference is it's not as clear who's being paid to endorse a product when you're sitting in a doctor's office. So my advice is to just go with the assumption that your doctor's getting some kickbacks. If for nothing else, they're getting free samples. So, each year the pharmaceutical industry spends $24 billion with a B on marketing directly to physicians. That number is 8 times what's spent advertising to consumers. So it's obviously an effective strategy. So who's working for who? Yeah, these paid relationships between doctors and pharmaceutical companies bring into question who the doctor is really working for. Are they working for you, the patient, to manage your care in the best way possible? Well, it depends on what you mean by manage care in the best way possible. That has multiple meanings as well. Or are they working for Big Pharma in exchange for perks and paycheck when they prescribe or recommend their product? Which is another way of managing your care in the best way possible for themselves. So having knowledge of these sort of partnerships can help you to better decide if your doctor has your best interests in mind. Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably my internet out here, Lars, as to why the long lag. Sorry, tin can, kite stream, and duct tape, but hey, I'm still on the interwebs. my kite string's getting a little frayed. I may have to replace it. Oh, thank you, Lars. Okay. Where was that? Back to the article. So, it is a risky business, because just because your doctor is prescribing a medication doesn't mean it poses no threat. You also need to ask, is this prescription being prescribed to deal with a symptom? Have you figured out what is the cause of that symptom? And is this medication being prescribed to directly alleviate the cause, not just the symptom? Two different things. Pharmaceutical drugs are the fourth leading cause of death, above AIDS, diabetes, automobile deaths, and much more. But wait, there's more. Adverse drug reactions, or ADRs, are responsible for 1.9 million hospitalizations annually. And that isn't even taking overdoses or misprescribing into account. It's estimated 328,000 deaths from ADRs occur each year in the U.S. and Europe alone. With such severe risks, prescribing drugs should be carefully considered, as well as options for care that may have less risk. Like diet modification, exercise, maybe getting your spine adjusted. Oh, but wait, we can't go to chiropractors because chiropractors are quack practors. And, well, we just plain can't trust them, even though most of them go to school 4 years longer than your regular MD. Because they're specializing. Don't you know? So, with such severe risks, prescribing drugs should be carefully considered, as well as options for care that may have less risks. If pharma is in the back pocket of the doctors, their decisions of which treatments to offer may be influenced. Oh, I think pharma is not in the back pocket. I think they're in the front pocket, and they're doing some diddling is what I'm thinking. Knowing what companies have contributed their marketing dollars to your physician can help you decipher the motive behind their suggested treatment. So, legally, pharmaceutical companies and makers of medical devices are now required to disclose whom their dollars are going to. Not that they'll really do it, and if they do, it will be buried in a bunch of gobbledygook legalese, but still. You can search a specific doctor and see payments made to them from these companies with dollars for docs. The site lists the top 50 companies that to offer payouts and the highest paid physicians. and the physicians paid most frequently. So, if you're looking for information on a specific hospital, you can use the search tool from Open Payments by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. This tool can be used when choosing a new doctor or assessing your current doctor. It offers full disclosure and opens the lines of communication between doctor and patient. Ultimately, getting the best care for you and your family is what matters, and having knowledge on your side can help. There are links in this, so be sure to check them out if you're interested. Yes, Lars? Oh, he says Rhonda Patrick has great research on broccoli sprouts eaten raw. That does sound... I like raw broccoli anyway, so I could do that. Okay. Climate change scientists launched geoengineering experiment that may accidentally cause global... well, is it an accidentally on purpose thing there, Grim? Okay, I'm going to share this over on Fakey Book as well. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see, how do I want to put this? Are they managing your dis-ease for their profit? There you go. Okay. I'll even put that over here in the corner pocket. Just 'cause I don't think it's too long of a link. Not too bad. And over here as well. You know, Grimmy, that Minds link just did not wish to paste over here. Or post over here. I think I know. No? Did I do? No? It just didn't wish to. Darn it. Okay. And do this. And then I can move along. Move along. Okay. Now. Oh, here's another fun one. You know, wow. You know, there's always so much BS out there and all these lovely little distractions. And you know what? I like to point out the lovely little distractions because then I can get them out of my system, move along, and oh, hey, there's Jay Sokolov. Hi, Jay Sokolov. You know, I think the band that you're in is pretty cool, and I really enjoy listening to your covers. But other than that, I really don't care for you. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? This is from CBSNews.com. Apparently, a female lawmaker violates the alleged House dress code, which is probably only enforced selectively. Yeah. They're ever so good at that. Oh, that's true, Grim. They would never admit to the accidentally on purpose, but yeah, I'm thinking it's on purpose, accidentally, that we found out, but it was on purpose. Okay. So while that is loading, a female lawmaker on Wednesday proudly stood on the House floor and pointed out that she was wearing a sleeveless dress and open-toed shoes, violating an alleged dress code that's supposed to be enforced in the chamber and the adjoining speaker's lobby. Before I yield back, I want to point out that I'm standing here in my professional attire, which happens to be a sleeveless dress and open-toed shoes, said Representative Martha McSally, a Republican from Arizona. Yes. Ah. Okay, Lars says that crustaceous veggies eaten raw, chewed thoroughly, release a chemical called sulforaphane. Or raphine? What? Yeah, that one. And it reduces the risk for many cancers, reduces the rate tumors double, reduces toxins from the body linked to smoking by up to 50%, anti-aging, DNA protection, and DNA repairing. Cool. I guess it's... there you go. And Darwin commented on the, is your doctor beholden to Big Pharma? He says, all of them. Pretty much, Darwin. Pretty much. Okay, back to this female lawmaker. You notice that they don't call them representatives anymore. Not really. I mean, it's as an identification thing to say they're a representative, but they are lawmakers. They are not law followers. They just write a bunch of shit on a piece of paper and expect the rest of us to abide by it. Okay. Apparently this came after a CBS News story about the House dress code went viral on social media last week. Wow, I missed it. It was about the experiences of a few female reporters who were kicked out of the Speaker's lobby because they were wearing sleeveless dresses and their shoulders weren't covered. Okay, define sleeveless dresses. Were they in spaghetti strap dresses? Were they in strapless dresses? Define sleeveless, because sleeveless can mean all kind of things. So while the supposed policy is not new, it's inconsistently enforced and is not precisely outlined in the rule books. Ha! Imagine that. Selective enforcement. Oh, like this is a first. McSally sued Donald Rumsfeld when he was Secretary of Defense because the military required women in the U.S. military in Saudi Arabia to wear a head-to-toe robe called a abaya, typically worn by some Muslim women, when traveling off base. Okay, I don't know that I'd want to travel off base in Saudi Arabia. The military reversed the policy after a review and not as a result of the lawsuit. Wink, wink, so they say. Yes, Lars? Okay, apparently 100 to 140 grams of broccoli sprouts per day can reduce the doubling rate of cancerous tumors by up to 86%. Thank you, Lars. Okay, back to this. Apparently, men were instructed to wear suit jackets and ties in the House chamber and Speaker's lobby, and women aren't supposed to wear sleeveless blouses or dresses, sneakers, or open-toed shoes. Okay, now see, this is like overachiever control freaky mode. Because you know what? I thought, people that were supposed to be doing this stuff were, oh, there I go thinking and actually expecting. And yeah, it's a special club and they have a dress code. And I thought, last time I had a dress code was high school. I mean, even at work, it's based, they just tell me, okay, don't come in holey jeans. Duh. I don't go out in public in holey jeans anyway. So there you have it. Why would I want... whatever happened to people, taking pride in their appearance? Oh, that went out of the way when those pre-holy jeans came into fad. The pre-holy jeans that cost 3 times more than jeans that had no holes in them. And, if you wanted to buy the jeans that had no holes in them, then you could put your own holes in them. And hey, so yeah, you went out of your way to ruin. If there's holes in my attire, it's because they're wear holes, not tear holes. So, just putting that out there as well. Although that did sound rather disgusting now that my mind went there. So, So if there were ever specific pieces of clothing outlawed on paper, those records seem to have disappeared, which basically means that, oh, they were nitpicking. Apparently they did not like those little female reporters, and therefore they used that as an excuse to say, you can't come in here. You're not dressed properly. So, okay, dressed properly. They're not in bikinis. They're not dressed as strippers. They're coming in there trying to be somewhat professional and ask you questions. Did those questions make you uncomfortable? Or you poor little men folk, and I'm not saying all men are like this, but there are an awful lot of men that I have dealt with in my life, not all, but a lot, that if they are having some kind of arousal issue with the female, as in they are aroused simply by seeing this female, it's the female's fault that they are aroused. Wait a minute. Does that mean you have absolutely no control over your own emotions? Wow, you're ceding control of your own emotions to some female that just happens to like walk in a building. She hasn't even actually done anything. Exactly where are the holes in my jeans? Either on my butt cheeks, right beside the pocket, or in the knees. Since you want to know, sock. Just saying. Yes, holy jeans are for church. They are religious jeans. I'm just going to put this over here. I actually think that was something that Hansel shared earlier in the day, which, you know, I get why a lot of y'all get very cranky with him, because he does get very pompous from time to time. Yes, Hansel, you do. You get rather pompous. You get rather arrogant. And you get rather Mr. Know-It-All. And I recognize those traits because I have those traits from time to time as well. I'm probably exhibiting a couple of them myself right now. Yes, emotions are the same as, yes, honey. At least in my books, it is. You have to have some kind of emotional reaction to have the arousal thing going on. That's the way it works with me, at least. Wow, that was a TMI, wasn't it? In any case, where was I? Oh yeah, Hansel. He really, he can be a rather sharp fella. Pointed is actually where I'm going with that. But I do learn a lot from Hansel. I really do. And I learn a lot when you guys interact with him, because it's like, wow, he's pulling some strings, ain't he? He's pushing some buttons. And I just kind of giggle. And every once in a while he gets a button or a string pulled on me too, or he jumps on my last nerve and I want to just drop kick him through the goalposts of life. But usually when those moments arrive, it's later, or it's, when I'm really, really busy and I get distracted, and that's a good thing. So, not saying I'm any better than anybody else, because yeah, he gets to me too from time to time. So, I'm bored with this article. Can you tell? I'm off on a tangent. Trump Jr. defends meeting. BFD. BFD. Oh, chest hair waxing. I'm seeing links off to the side, and it's like, ow. Oh, well. Oh, well, you're welcome, TrollServe. I think. Where was I at? Where are you eating that? I'm somewhat distracted. Can you tell? I'm actually kind of sort of keeping an eye on my phone. Sorry. Waiting for a phone call. Okay, did I put that over here? No, I did not. Time to put it here. So, yeah, prattle, prattle, prattle. And while I'm waiting for that to open up over on the Freedoms Network, I'm going to come back to my pocket. See what else I stuck in there. Because I really did stick lots of stuff. Oh, yeah, James Woods. James Woods. I don't remember who shared this. Probably another Hansel thing. See, if nothing else, he gives me something to giggle over. And Flasher says Flasher has a good time. Whatever. To each their own. So, did that get opened up? Yeah, it did. I just do that one. Oh, and wait. I'll do the pile of shit too. There you go. Okay. So, view the original. This is from Post News D2 in the blogspot.in, which, yeah, I think it was over in the RLM earlier today. James Woods offers a hilarious prediction to parents with a sign saying, "My son wears dresses and makeup, get over it." Okay, number one, I have grandsons that have done that. They like to play dress up too. I mean, not so much anymore because they are getting older. But you know, when they were 3, 4, 5, it was fun to play dress up. And it was fun to do that makeup and do outrageous things on, you know, like clown faces and that kind of shit. I mean, kids do that. You know, if you don't get all freaked out because a little boy is playing with a doll or, you know, dressing up or whatever. Hell, what do you call Halloween? Dressing up, putting makeup on. Duh. So that's really not a big deal. But this one kind of sort of concerned me. I have an issue with it. Goes on to say, leave it to James Wood to give a dose of reality to delusional snowflakes. In a tweet on Monday, the conservative-leaning, outspoken actor posted a photo of parents standing next to their gender-creative son. Now, that right there is the first in this little thing. Gender-creative? Really? Parents. You are supposed to be parents. You are supposed to be, when you're guiding your children, when you're teaching them, you're not supposed to be, you're supposed to be parenting them. You're supposed to be teaching them facts, not I feel. Because children feel lots of things already. You know, so projecting your bullshit onto them is not helping your child one damn bit. My personal opinion. But apparently James Woods predicted a future consequences of their actions of encouraging, which, okay, once again, you know, if your child wants to play dress up, whatever, fine. If he wants to wear wigs, whatever. Don't be giving him this whole nonsense of everybody must be inclusive and tolerant of how you behave. And if they're not, it's on them. Because you know what? Sometimes kids, yes, kids, can be hurtful and they can be cruel and they can say some mean ass shit. And so don't be poo-pooing and telling your child, hey, it's okay, they're just a mean old poopy head. Because sometimes they're not just a mean old poopy head. They're just saying what they think, just like you're just dressing how you think is appropriate. If you can't deal with the bashing that's coming at you verbally from a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, how in the hell are you going to deal with it when you become a 20-year-old? Huh? Learn to deal with the retorts and the repercussions of your actions. That's what parents should be teaching their children. Apparently, Mom stood right in front of, or to the right of her son and held a sign that said, I heart my gender creative son. Okay. How about you just say, I love my son? Period. Why do you have to have the gender creative descriptive thrown in there? I don't get it. I really don't. That's projecting your stuff on that child. Why is it conditional? Why is it conditional that you love your gender creative son? That's the way I'm seeing it. Project much, Grams? Yeah, I am. Why not just say, I love my son? Period. This was as the dad stood to the left with a sign that said, my son wears dresses and makeup. Get over it. Okay, I can deal with that one. So, yeah. That's directed at adults. Fine. You know what? Tell the other adults, hey, if he's a happy camper dressing like that and he's not hurting anybody, get over it. Deal with it. But he needs to learn to deal with his little friends, too. Don't you be stepping in the way on that shit. The dad also wore a t-shirt that said, I stand on the right side of history. Oh, you really? Yeah, well, honey, history hadn't been written yet. And every time it gets written, someone else goes in, calls for a rewrite. So, yeah. It's your story. You stick to it, sweetheart. Woods also retorted to the photo, that it was sweet. Which, yeah, it is kind of cute. Kinda. In a weird way. Once again, my opinion. Until this kid grows up and realizes what you've done. And stuffs both of you dismembered into a freezer in the garage. Which I don't know that necessarily that is going to happen. But that is, once again, his opinion. He's not necessarily telling the child to do that. But don't be surprised if your child grows up a little bit messed in the head. Okay? Because you're projecting your BS onto that child. And you know what? This, I think, is BS. The other thing I think is BS is someone telling that their child that they are better than another child simply because of their skin color. That's just as much BS as this is. In my books. Now, I did find a lot of the comments on this quite amusing. You know, like the one that says, worst enemies their very young son can ever have. Wonder what all he is exposed to in that household. Which, yeah, it does kind of make one concerned. But, And there's lots of people that, well, here's another one that says, people are born either male or female. Birth certificates do not say gender neutral, which I have an issue with birth certificates, but yeah. The meat suit is either male or female. Rarely you have both components, but that is rarely. I identify as a multimillionaire. Do you think other people are going to let me get away with acting like one? I don't think so. Now, when you say people are disrespecting God by changing it, well, that's your opinion, sweetheart. I like what Christine has to say. Using this kid to validate their own imaginations. Poor kid, no help or guidance, just confusion and uncertainty. Child abuse, in my humble opinion, which, you know, there's lots of times I see parents do shit and it's like, yeah. And then here's Deplorable Tiger, who says, when I was a little boy, I had a doll, and then my dad bought me a Daisy BB gun, and doll was gone. Kids will gravitate towards whatever they gravitate towards. Don't force your preconceived notions on your child. At least when it comes to who they wish to play or pal around with and the toys they wish to play with. Kids are growing and exploring and learning about the world. Let them do so. Define arouse. The act of arousing or the state of being aroused. You guys are looking for definitions. I see how you are. And yeah, parenting is a moral-based implementation, but wow, you know, okay. Once again, I'm projecting my And would I be happy if someone projected theirs onto me and forced me? Probably not. So I'll just move along. But, you know, it does... Oh. Son of a... Pa. Sock, you and me, mister. Damn it. Okay. I'm just going to move along now, I think. Where was I going? Oh, I was going to go to that one Grammy shared. Climate change. Climate change, which is what climate does. It changes. This is from naturalnews.com. Climate change scientists launch geoengineering experiment that may accidentally cause global famine. Ah, really? But they're saying that the reason why they need to do this stuff is because of global famine. So they're going to fix something by making it worse. That's the ticket. Alrighty. And you know, I also saw something earlier today about a large, very large, iceberg, ice sheet, whatever, broke off down in, was it Antarctica today? I mean, I just saw a little kiss your what? Barrett. Okay, back to. In any case, yeah, a large chunk of ice broke off. But you know, you see some of this stuff where I mean the sun is different. It is in a different place. And yeah, I know, with the wobble and yada yada yada, I've heard all of the scientific explanations and shit. You cannot tell me, because I have actually been paying attention over the last few years, and the sun is farther north than it used to be in the summer. Just saying. It is. So, you know, if the Earth, if the tilt is different, you know, if the Earth as a planet is actually shifting, the axis is moving, however you wish to put that, then it just makes sense that parts of Antarctica and parts of the North Polar region are going to be moving into more inclement or warmer waters, because if it's shifting. So, and I've noticed that a lot of the calving that's going on is actually on the eastern part of Antarctica. I think I have that right. And, okay, eastern Antarctica and western North Pole is where a lot of the calving is going, if I remember right. Or I could be backwards. I could be. But I know it's like either eastern south on the South Pole and western on the North Pole, or western on it's a straight line. Okay? I'll have to look that shit back up again. Yeah, me, scientist. No, I'm not. I would not even win at Jeopardy if all of the things were things only Grammy knows. Just putting that out there. Because I really don't know anything. I think a lot of things, but I don't really know a whole hell of a lot. So, back to this natural news. Climate change mad scientists from Harvard have been given the green light to pursue a geoengineering experiment. Oh, goody. You know, if you were to do the geoengineering experiment on a small scale, like, you know, do ya a biodome kind of thing. If you were to do it in that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Keep it in a very, very local, you know, create your own biodome and your own little atmosphere thing. You know, maybe something, as big as a mile in circumference. You know, do something like that. That would be cool. Check it out. See how it works. But when you do it on a global scale, I did not sign up to be experimented on. But apparently, this will expel aerosols into the atmosphere to block out the sun in a deranged effort to halt so-called global warming. Okay, they are saying this now because they've been doing it for years and people are really noticing it and really bringing it to the attention of other people. And so now this is a CYA moment. They're saying, oh, wait, hey, we've been approved to pursue this. Wink, 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 wink. Not like we haven't been doing it for decades, but it's been approved now. The initial experiment is small, yeah. But if it's deemed a success, it could be scaled up with billions of dollars in government funding and end up being a planetary scale experiment to play God with the atmosphere. Okay, now see, they're saying this as if it hasn't actually happened. And I'm thinking decades ago it started out small. And now it's on a global scale. Yeah. Once again, it's asking for permission after the fact. And going, well, we asked. Yeah, 50 years later you asked? Thanks. 60 years? 70 years? What is it? They said that stuff started around World War II? In that era? Thanks, guys. So, what could possibly go wrong? Apparently, this writer points out in a video that if a large volcano happens to blow at the same time, the massive amount of particulate matter ejected into the atmosphere by the eruption, my mind's going to naughty places, would be cause global dimming. And that result, combined with the Harvard mad scientist aerosol sun blocking effort, might, maybe, possibly, almost, kind of, sort of lead to a global food crop failures and famine. Mass starvation, anyone? Meanwhile, the Yellowstone supervolcano has just experienced more than 1,000 small earthquakes, causing many people to wonder when it's going to blow. And if it does blow, food crops will fail globally for 1 to 2 years, eliminating at least 90% of the current human population. Yeah? So why are you guys dicking with the atmosphere already? Because Mother Nature's going to tend to it already for us. And it's not like we can do a shitting thing about it. Because if Mother Nature decides to go all Mount Vesuvius with Yellowstone, like Mount Vesuvius to, multiplied by 100 billion, is there anything we can do to stop it? No, only in Hollywood can you stop that shit. And even in Hollywood, there is a massive death toll. Always the other guy. Oh, I'm sorry, Sock. Not. Oopsie. $5 words are... Wait till I whip out the $25 words. Then, yeah. Then you're talking to big change. Oh, well. In an effort to halt so-called climate change, in other words, the mad scientists are willing to put the entire human population at risk of a catastrophic global famine. Now, mind you, they do have shelters where they could probably hang out for a few years and wait out the winter that they cause, the little mini ice age that may, oh darn, wouldn't that be funny, if that little mini ice age that they cause just happened to cause glaciers to grow over their ventilation areas and close off their exit tunnels to where they wind up eating each other as well, and not in a fun way, by the way. Darn. That would be catastrophic. If their intent to wipe out the rest of us dirty breathers actually wipe themselves out as well. Because they didn't think that far ahead. That's called the law of unintended consequences. And and you know what? That's right here in this. I didn't even see that till just now. Yeah, because this writer says apparently they've never heard about the law of unintended consequences, that sometimes is dubbed Murphy's Law. Ah. Oh, really? Well, let me find my thesaurus. So, if only they could just genetically engineer crops to produce food without photosynthesis. Oh, wait. Are they doing that shit as well? Yippee-yi-yay, cow patty. Oh, the things that they can come up with. That just because they think they can, they go ahead and do. Wow. Dr. Seuss would have a heyday with y'all. Heaven help us from the educated idiots that believe that they are taking the moral high road. That doesn't apply to me because I'm not an educated idiot because I don't have the education. At least not the piece of paper. I didn't go that way. I went to school of hard knocks. Got knocked around a few times. Wait, I had 2 kids. I got knocked up too. Oh, I've been entirely too serious this show. You know that, don't you? It's the mad scientist because it's science. Or maybe it's fuck you, magic. Either way. Thanks, guys. You know what? You want to play with things. You want to dick around with things. Why don't you dick around with your little places that you have to hidey holes? You can play mad scientist all you want to in those places. Leave the rest of us the hell alone. Hey. I have no idea how I want to put that. What do I want? Yeah, I'll just do. Educated idiots on the loose. There you go. That's how I'll just share that over here on Fakey Book and on the Freedoms Network. Oh, Nate just left. Bye-bye, Nate. Bye-bye. And JJ's just left too. Bye-bye, JJ's. Rest well, you guys. Pleasant dreams. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing morning when you awake. I actually heard some, because I turned YouTube on this morning and just kind of went, what do I want to hear? I want to hear something beboppy, something happy. And then I went, because I'm happy. So I played that Will Ferrell song, and then I kind of had it on random, and then a bluesy song come on. And I think I actually requested it for the Freakers Ball. It's kind of a cool one. So I had a wonderful musical interlude this morning as I was getting ready for work. Fun, fun, fun. I don't even remember what the song was. I just know it was a fun song. Well, not necessarily fun, but I liked it. And I'm not much on blues, you know? I mean, I have to really be in the mood to listen to the blues. So, okay, this is a pile of shit put out by mental midgets who are driving me fucking crazy. There. That explains the little emoticons that I shared. Now, what am I gonna... What? What's that, Grimmy? Take a peek. Futile. Uh-huh. Resistance is futile. Futile. So is that like a new kind of tile you can put on your floor? That... Or not? Oh, getting dumber by the minute. Oh, Grimmy says we're already have global dimwitting. Yup. Dimwits are waiting for a topic to cling to. Are they kind of so those are those little dingleberries then? Okay, now I know what dimwits are. Now I have a mental image of what a dimwit is. Thank you ever so much for that sock puppet. I truly appreciate it. No, not really. Not really. Sorry, sock. Well, not really not. I'm not really sorry, but yeah. I have to really be in the mood to listen to the blues, but for the most part, nope. I like my rock and roll. Just the way it is. Okay. I don't remember who shared this one either this morning, but it is from the x22report.com. The news is content free, which really, wow, you couldn't have a more accurate headline ever. Ever. There's just no such critter. Oh. Oh, Lars says it's few tile. So, are they really big tiles so it only takes a few? Thanks, Lars. What? Futile is really resilient floor covering, persistent, yet leads to nowhere. Oh, so it's like those nightmares you have when you got a hankering for ice cream and you can see the freezer and you know the ice cream is in the freezer, but as you're running towards the freezer gets farther. Is it just me that has those nightmares? That would be, wow, that would be horrid. I don't want tile that does that to me. I already have nightmares like that. Or, you're having a dream and you've got this massive burrito deluxe sitting there waiting for you with lettuce and tomato and guacamole and sour cream and homemade salsa and chili all over it, and you see it there and you're ready to go chow down, and then it starts moving away from you and it's like, no. Okay, that must be another one that's just me. I'm sure someone listening to this would do the dream analysis thing and go, she's just messed up. You think? Oh well. The news is content free, which, yeah, there is no real content. So we're your trustworthy news source, even though we're all owned by 6 corporations or billionaires with political agendas. Bingo! So the news is so devoid of content that a simple software program could assemble a semi-random daily selection of headlines, scrolling banners, and radio/TV news reports from a pool of typical news stories and insert a bit of context. Local highways that are congested, rough neighborhoods where shootings occur, names of local authorities, etc., etc., etc. And the consumer of news, the reason why they call you a consumer is because they are feeding you a line of shit and expecting you to believe that it's brain food that is for your consumption. It is for you to grow. No, it's not. It's to stagnate your brain. That's what it's there for. It is spewage. It is not news. But the consumers of this spewage would be hard-pressed to tell the difference between the randomly generated spewage and the real news. Why? Because they have made the water so murky that you can't even trust the chunks floating by, because some of those chunks might be real shit and some of them might be real news covered in shit, and either way, there's just no such thing as picking up a turd from the clean end. So you just kind of ignore it all. Oh, that's me projecting again, isn't it? Oopsie. Apparently, the news has loomed large in the news, a classic self-referential loop in which the media itself becomes its own content. Wow. I hadn't thought of it like that, but it is. Huh. So while the controversy over what constitutes fake news and real news has itself become the news, the cold reality is all news, real or otherwise, is content free. Isn't that just wonderful? I'm right, it's not, but I'm going to go ahead and share this again because I really do like that. Actually, you did share some, you sent me some links a few months back, Sock, and I really like them. There's a couple of them that I even put in my favorites on YouTube because I really did like them, and still do. But yeah, I have to really be in the mood for the blues. And then a lot of times if I'm in the mood for the blues, I'm not anywhere around like a place where I can listen to the blues because, well, we don't have a blues radio station out here in the boonies. And so I sing to myself, which causes my animals to go, now we've got the blues. Oh, my poor little critters. They love me. Okay, Spewage. Let's see. There we go. Yes, okay. And I will put this over on the effing site. And, okay, thank you, Sock, for that link. Yeah. Really? I don't think so. So, we'll do that one. And then I got to grab that link. Copy. And then I'll put it here. Wow, I am just about out of time. Imagine that. How in the hell did that happen? I must have just been doing a lot of verbal spewage, huh? Oh, don't you even. Oh, yeah, you have shared some indigenous stuff. I do like them. Thank you. Maybe this will make them show up in my random more often then. Thanks, Sock. Okay, now I got to go check out the pig because I want to see what happened this date in history. I've gotten rather used to that. I really kind of sort of like it. Yikes, what happened? I don't know, Hambo. What happened? Did someone pull your finger and your ass go off? More than likely, with these boys. Okay, what is the pig pick of the day? Ah, the pig pick of the day. Now, see, this is something that we have an auto repair shop here in town that actually has this sign hanging up on the wall. Do you have tight nuts or a rusty tool? Then use WD-40. In a man-sized pressure pack. Stands 9 inches high, 1.5 inches in diameter. Complete with red knob. Makes old tools like new again. Tools slide in and out with ease. Lubricates dry passageways. Makes screwing a pleasure. Gives better penetration. Buy some. Try some. Keep a spare pack in your car for emergencies. WD-40. It's good stuff. Oh, leave it to these gents to come up with this. You know, I need to go down to Mel's and take some pictures of some of the old advertisement signs that they've got. Because, yeah, they got some good ones. They really do. Good one, guys. I like that. And the word of the day is a word, but it's got a little parentheses. Knee, as in taking a. Not to be confused with a Lewinsky, but a trendy, disrespectful gesture performed at sporting venues at all levels, from pros to peewees, which includes prayers, staff, and even halftime marching bands during our national anthem, that is incurring the wrath of a more patriotic breed of American sports fans, especially. Okay, you know what? If they wish to take a knee, then what the hell big deal is it to you? If you do not wish to take a knee during the national anthem, then don't take a knee during the national anthem. I personally am not real keen on the whole national anthem, the whole national, like honoring a piece of cloth because of the colors or whatever, or a certain. I have a lot of other songs that hold a hell of a lot more value to me than the national anthem. Because quite frankly, this country that I reside in has not necessarily been behaving in a manner that would make me be proud to stand up and salute anything unless it was a single finger salute. I'm not real proud of the things that the government has been doing. So go ahead and call me disrespectful if you wish, but I think they are disrespectful as well. And until we behave, aka government/society, and we behave in a manner that is worthy of respect, which we are not, for the most part, at least not government-wise. Tangent. In their quotable quotes section, racism does not have a good track record. It's been tried out for a long time, and you'd think by now we'd want to put an end to it instead of putting it under new management. That is from Thomas Sowell. I really do like Thomas Sowell. Just saying. So the question of the day over here on The Pig is, did CNN go from cable news network to comedy news network, or vice versa? No, they're not even comedic. It's not even sick humor. It's so funny I forgot to laugh kind of humor. And they have a quote here. All the good music has already been written by people with wigs and stuff. That's from Frank Zappa. Yeah, Zapp. I get that. Okay, this date in history, the 12th of July, 1543. Henry VIII gets married for the 6th time and last time. This time she outlives him. Ha ha ha. Didn't get to go all Queen of Hearts on her, did you, Henry? Darn. This date in history, the 12th of July, 1843. Mormon leader Joseph Smith says old Kaboom is okie dokie with polygamy. Immediately begins recruiting potential members of his holy harem. See, now I think that's just sick and wrong. Mainly because any man that really thinks that he wants to have that many women around him, seriously, stop and think about this, guys. Odds are you're going to have at least one going through that time of the month. All the time. There's going to be at least one. Seriously? Why do you want to have more than one? Because then it's relegated to a relatively small period of time in the month. But no! Not a smart move as far as I'm concerned. But hey, whatever. This date in history, the 12th of July, 1862, U.S. Congress authorizes Medal of Honor to recognize America's heroes. And now they get, so do you want a medal or a chest to pin it on, becomes the next catchphrase. For those that are out there going, but. This date in history, the 12th of July, 1909, the inalienable individual liberty of sovereign individuals gets hammered when Congress sticks greedy hand in our pocket, passes the 16th Amendment taxing incomes, which was not properly ratified, I might add. Not legally ratified. This date in history, the 12th of July, 1954. POTUS Eisenhower proposes granddaddy of all boondoggles, interstate highway system. We like Ike, but this one was a real stinker, dude. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, dodging potholes, dodging crazies. Okay, I kind of sort of agree with you, but it does, whatever. This date in history, the 12th of July, 1972. Donkey Clan develops a sense of humor. Nominates George McGovern for POTUS. Last seen intimidating roadkill after Tricky Dicky Nixon steamroller flattens him. Ew. Ew, that sounds like something out of Roger Rabbit. And finally, this date in history, the 12th of July, 1982. FEMA's clown posse promises even a nuke attack won't stop mail delivery. Okay, out here in the boonies, when they made the postal system more efficient, they took away our ability to have a separate place to put the local mail so that local mail could still be delivered the next day. You know, once you drop it at the mailbox, it can be delivered in town the next day. No, can't do that anymore because that causes inefficiency. So now it has to go to a town that's like over 100 miles away, in a different state, no less, and then come back. So when you mail something that's supposed to go here in town, it can take up to a week. Wow, thank you, Postal Service, for your efficiency. You fucked us vigorously. Thank you ever so much. Oh well, y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3, on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. Just a quick heads up, got some family health issues going on, as in we'll be getting a phone call. I know I will be getting a phone call. Auntie Wanda is going to be free very soon. So I may not be around Friday. Just kind of depends on how things roll. And when Auntie decides to say, okay, I'm done. So just want to put that out there that if I say no Rocket Chair Friday, you know why. So, y'all have an absolutely amazing rest of your week, or evening at least, and your Thursday for that matter. Sure, happy it's Thursday, because the next day's Friday, which means the next day is week.